So in the past few videos, I talked about the state of mind to accept and move on, whether it's the situation of my encounter with this lady 55, 60 years ago, almost, with that moment that popped up now, all of a sudden, because there was a sense of genuine feeling, except that we didn't talk. And she was a quiet person. And I didn't know how to describe, because the environment set in such a manner that we just did what we did. And when we departed, we are just accepting it. Why didn't you do something else? You can talk like that. But some environment factor would bring us to be such a situation, and we're just silent. And that silence, acceptance, is, if you call that in the terms of spirituality, it's actually, there's a word called the mirror mind. Just looking yourself, looking others and yourself, and that's what you see, and that's what it is. And if you know that's what it is, and that's who you are, and that's what she is, or he is, or the event is, and the problems of the world is, you can go to the next level to be tangled up, to be violent or crazy or drink and all that, or drug. I don't do that. But to go away with some effort related to ego, because the ego wants to do something, and the acceptance is the opposite of the ego. But like the case of that lady, and even her, tears coming up when we had sex, there's something beyond that. We are vulnerable, but go with that vulnerability in silence, with acceptance, and whatever happens. So that's what I think I have had in those days. And what other things I can remember is there are certain scenes in my life popping up every now and then. So this is very much like in meditation. When you're meditating, lots of memories may flash back, but it doesn't stay just a millisecond, and it's like a picture of the scene or something. And I notice those when it happens, because the mind is calm, so you can go deeper into your unconscious, and that is the triggering of some event that you have in front of you, triggering that memory. And when I look at that memory, there's that silence, and just as it is, because I don't get tangled up that memory. Well, this lady's case, I got into it. That was such a strong experience that I felt that I was genuine in dealing with her in that relationship. But there is that acceptance, because you cannot do otherwise. It's the same thing, that it's good memory, bad memory, flashback, and then move on. So it's like the idea of nothingness. It's nothing there, but it's just that. And it's good enough. Good enough may not be the right word, but that's what it is. If you get tangled up, you get drugged into something, that's really become a delusion, but this is before the delusion, that you get into this craziness and drinking and shouting and all, we may do that, but maybe we may not do that. all the time. And that's part of getting us to be a more adult, to be continued.